Review of my Haix Black Eagle boots. So this is the website information on the box, www.haix.com. It also boasts that it is made in Europe, which should be good. And on the box it says heroes wear Haix. So this is the information on the box. This is the model name, that is the Black Eagle Athletic 2.0. It's a Gore-Tex and color is sage. So it's a Gore-Tex line boot. The sizing information is a UK 10, EU 45, a US 11. For sizing reference, it is accurate as a EU 45 and is more like a UK 10.5, close to 11 also. So this is how the boots have arrived. There is nothing wrong with the packaging. And also the tags are intact. It also has some reading material. Okay, so this is a user information manual. And it's got information in all various languages. Also, it's got the addresses of all the Haix offices in various countries. So this is the front profile of the boot. This is the side profile. This is the rear, and again side profile. So coming on to the boot proper, the sole of the boot has got spaced out lugs, and this is rubber. So for the sole, they have rubber fused to a polyurethane midsole. Rubber is always better because it gives better grip. The polyurethane midsole has got dual density. The lower portion is slightly more dense as compared to the upper portion of the PU midsole, which is of lesser density. This should translate to more comfort. And on the inside, it's got a EVA insert, again, which has got Haix branding for additional comfort. It also says on the sole that it's got double density here. So double density is always better than single density PU, and any PU boot which has got a rubber outsole is always preferable. At the base of the sole, it's got some Haix branding. So PU sole boots are the norm these days because they are slightly lighter, and I also am guessing that they are cheaper to manufacture also. And EVA boots, on the other hand, used to come in slightly the older version of boots, but now I've realized that EVA boots tend to have a longer life in the sense that they do not crack. PU boots have this problem that if you do not wear them for a longish duration, then they will develop cracks, and when you walk in them, then they will just fall apart. The same has happened to my Lova boots, which I had about 3 or 4 pairs, of which one pair I had left at home. So when I came back on leave and I saw the boot, the sole had developed cracks, and when I wore it once, it just fell apart. So those are very expensive boots, similar to these, again with polyurethane soles. You wear them, they're perfectly fine, but if you don't wear them for a long duration, they'll just fall apart. So that is a problem with PU soles I thought I must bring out. But yes, they are slightly lighter and they have good amount of bounce also. Coming on to the upper of the boot, the upper is a combination of materials. The leather cage for the foot is all leather, and in between are these inserts which are synthetic, and they have this checkered finish, almost like ripstop. Up front, the outsole comes slightly high, and then there is this rand which is again synthetic, feels rubberish but plasticky also. So this is a plasticky rand. This will give some amount of protection to the toe. At the rear there is no rand, it's all leather. The shaft of the boot is also a combination of leather and synthetic materials. On the inside is a Gore-Tex lining. So this Gore-Tex lining is what will keep your feet dry when you step into water. And also the gusseting or the stitching of the tongue with the upper shaft is till this height. So this should be waterproof up till this height at least, which is a good thing. The synthetic material looks decent in sage and also cuts down weight. Plus I'm sure it's cheaper for them to manufacture also. The laces, this does feel synthetic but a mix of cotton, but I don't think there'll be a problem with the laces. And the loops are all plastic. So these are all plastic loops, and they're almost like speed lacing loops, which is a good design. Otherwise, in other boots I found that these loops are generally made of cloth, so that is not a problem that we'll find here. Also the upper loops are all again plastic loops. Another design feature on the boot is it has this velcro for pulling the lace, and then it can just be put inside like this. The laces up front also have this design for tightening. How does it work? Okay, so you pull like this and it tightens and it holds position. And to loosen, how do we loosen this? Okay, so to loosen you have to pull it again and it loosens, and you pull it on the, so it's got two parts to it. The inner part used for pulling and the outer part for loosening. So you pull on the inner part, it tightens, and you pull on the outer part, it loosens. And so once you've got it right, you put it all inside and the velcro will keep in place. So it's a unique design feature. I don't know if it's that required or not, but yes, it's a design feature which they've given. Whether it is that useful or not remains to be seen. At times I find that these small features actually become points of failures. So I hope that this doesn't fail. But even if it does fail, then the lace can be tied like regular laces also. So then I guess it's okay. In the shaft, in the upper edges, they've given this mesh, again for some amount of breathability, but these being Gore-Tex boots will not breathe much, I'm sure. So the quality of construction seems fine. Only thing is that the boots are pretty expensive, and I find that the sole is quite basic. It's a polyurethane basic sole. I don't think that the sole unit is that expensive. These are probably expensive because they are made in Europe. Yes, these are made in Croatia. So because they're made in Croatia, these are expensive, because anything that is made in Europe is expensive. On the flip side, they are well made also, but yes, they are quite expensive. At the base, they also have this pull tab. So that is all. Thank you.